Your assignment for tomorrow, read Chapter 18, Section 2. We'll have a quiz on it. We'll spend a little time reviewing for next week's test. And then we'll have the finals of the Almanac competition, where your class representatives, Emily Fujimori and our new student David Mendez, will be taking on last year's champ Jeff Morrow and his team. Good luck to you. See you tomorrow.
Say, David, I got some Almanac practice questions from Mr. Jenkins before class. Do you have time to go to the library and work on these for a little while?
Sure, we can use all the prep time we can get for tomorrow. Let's go.
Hey, Aaron, how's it going?
Okay, I guess.
Amy, do you mind? We're working here.
Whatever, Jeffrey. See ya, Aaron.
Sorry, Amy. Okay, here's the question. In fantasy and myth, a full moon has been associated with werewolves, enchantment, and bad things that happen to people. But it can have beneficial effects too. According to the World Almanac, who benefits from the full moon closest to the autumnal equinox and why?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
We'll need a key word or phrase to begin with.
Okay, so the keyword or phrase would be the main topic of the question.
Yeah, so the main topic of the question, who benefits from the full moon closest to the autumnal equinox and why, would be full moon and autumnal equinox.
So moon or full moon and autumnal equinox would be the keywords, right? Because that's what we're trying to find out about.
Right. Let's look up moon in the general index. Let's see, moon. Apogee, perigee, Apollo missions, Chinese lunar calendar, conjunctions, eclipses, first man on. Oh, here it is. Full moon. Page 663.
Yeah, I got it. But these are tables of dates and times when the moon and sun rise and set. There's nothing here about autumnal equinox or the full moon.
Okay, let's try looking under a different entry. Try moon.
Oh, yeah, here's an article on the moon. Maybe the answer's in here. But I don't want to have to read the whole thing. It would take too long.
Well, one of the things you need to be able to do is skim and scan.
Skimming. I know what that means. It's reading really fast, right?
That's right. You're just reading the article to find the main point or idea.
Yeah, and scanning. That means looking for a particular word or phrase, and you don't read anything else.
That's right.
Skimming or scanning will help us find what we need quicker. That is, once we find the right place in the Almanac.
And being able to find answers quickly is the most important part of the Almanac game.
Yes, I know. You remind me about that every 5 minutes. But you know, ever since I've been practicing for Almania, I've been looking up all sorts of things at home too. Newspapers, magazines, and even telephone books. Now it's much easier for me to find what I'm looking for.
So you're saying you actually use what we learn in school?
Yeah, but don't let the teachers know.
Anyway, back to our question. Now that you're the pro, why don't you skim the article and see if it covers the information we need?
Okay, let's see. The moon rotates around the Earth? No. Mean distance between the moon and the Earth? No. The moon rotates? No. The hidden side of the moon? No. Here it is, the harvest moon. The full moon nearest the autumnal equinox ushers in a period of several successive days when the moon rises soon after the sunset. This phenomenon gives farmers in temperate latitude extra hours of daylight in which to harvest their crops. So the answer would be farmers and extra hours of daylight, or should we say nightlight?
Very cute, but we've got to get the answers faster if we're going to win tomorrow. Let's try the next question.
Say, who's that over there?
Oh, those are just two of the red team members we're going to be facing tomorrow. Not that they'll beat us. They probably don't even know what an almanac is.
Boy, some of these questions are really hard.
Yeah, I wonder how this game ever got started in the first place. And why an almanac? Wouldn't it be easier to look up the answers online?
Well, sometimes you can look things up online, but search engines don't always get you to the answer you want. And you don't always have a computer available.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But what about an encyclopedia or a dictionary?
Well, a dictionary is good for pronunciation or spelling, or to look up the meaning of words. And an encyclopedia gives you a lot of in-depth information, but only on certain subjects. so neither one can do what an almanac can.
What makes an almanac so great?
Well, for one thing, it's published every year, so it always has up-to-date information. And it covers a ton of subjects, so it's a great place to look up facts or get ideas for a research paper.
How come you know so much about the almanac?
Well, last year at my old school, we had an Almania competition, and I kind of got started using the almanac then. Once I started, I was hooked. I mean, there's so much cool stuff. There's lists and tables of facts about everything. What movies won Oscars? The best amusement parks in the world. Who had the most home runs in the National League last year? The tallest buildings in the world and where they're located. There are charts and graphs that show trends, like how popular SUVs have become. Or comparisons of which countries use the most energy. There are maps of different parts of the world, interesting pictures, and short articles on a lot of different topics. You can find all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, speaking about finding stuff, if I'm going to well tomorrow, I need some practice finding answers fast.
Fast is good, but you need to make sure you get the right answer. That's why it's important to listen carefully to the question.
Okay, I agree. So how do you find the right answers fast?
Well, after you get the keywords from the question, then probably the most common way is the general index in the back of the book. It's all in alphabetical order.
Let's give it a try.
Here's a question. Since the beginning of civilization, rivers have helped to develop the interior of continents by providing transportation for raw materials, manufactured goods, and people. 3 major rivers of the world are the Chang, the Nile, and the Amazon, according to the World Almanac, which is the longest.
Well, we know the names of all 3 rivers, so we could look up each river individually in general index, but that would take a lot of time.
Yeah, but we can use a keyword. We know they're all rivers, right?
Right.
So, let's look up rivers in the general index. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll all be listed together.
Yeah, here it is, rivers. There are 3 pages listed. Let's try the first one. Here's a table of the principal rivers of the world. For each continent, the major rivers are listed in alphabetical order. The table also shows where the rivers end and their lengths.
Now, if we scan the table for the names of each river, then we can find them fast. And all we have to do is compare their lengths.
Okay, I'll scan the table if you'll take notes.
Sounds good.
Okay, we're looking for Chang, Nile, and Amazon. Here's the Nile in Africa, 4,160 miles. The Chang in Asia is 3,964 miles long. And the Amazon in South America is 4,000 miles.
So, the answer is the Nile at 4,160 miles. That was really good. That was fast.
Yeah, looking up keywords in the general index works really well.
Isn't that Jeffrey and one of his teammates over there?
Oh yeah, it looks like they're practicing too.
You know, there are other ways to look up facts beside the general index.
Yeah, I know. For one thing, there's a quick thumb index on the back cover. That's one way to find broad categories of information.
Like if I asked you, what U.S. city had the largest population in the last census?
I would just go to the tab, U.S. population, follow over to the black marks on the side, and open it up to those pages.
And here we are, United States population.
You can scan the headings at the top of the pages, looking for the one that says cities.
Yeah, here it is. U.S. population cities. New York City is the first city listed. In 2000, it had a population of 8,008,278.
Okay, so that's one way to find information fast, if you know what you're looking for fits into one of these categories.
There's also the quick reference index inside the back cover. It has more categories, all listed in alphabetical order. Everything from Academy Awards to zoological parks.
Yeah, and there's that special sports quick reference index on the bottom of the page. That'll make finding sports trivia a whole lot faster.
Okay, let's see if it is faster. Here's a sports question. If a woman is a great basketball player, an exemplary citizen, and an excellent student, she may be eligible for the Wade Trophy. In the year 1995, who took the trophy home?
We're talking basketball here. Let's look under basketball. There are two choices, college or professional.
Well, the question said good student, so I guess you'd have to be in school. So let's look under college basketball.
Okay, here's the section of college basketball. Let's scan the heading for our keyword, Wade Trophy.
Wade Trophy. Here it is. The winners are listed by year. The winner in 1995 was Rebecca Lobo from Connecticut.
That was pretty fast. We'll have to use the Quick Reference Sports Index in the competition.
Good idea.
Okay, so the quick reference index is good if you know the general category you want. It's also a good place to start to look up facts for your research paper or to get a topic for your paper.
Yeah, so is a table of contents in the front of the book. It lists categories of all kinds of information in the order they appear in the Almanac.
Yeah, the categories here are like a list of courses you would take at school. Arts and media, United States government, world history.
Oh look, flags and maps. They've got flags for every country in the world.
Okay, here's a question for you. How many colors are in the Libyan flag?
Oh, that's easy. 1. It's right here in the flag section. It's all green. There's no other pattern or color on it.
Very good.
Okay, now you try this one. Use your World Almanac to find the North American city located at 30 degrees north latitude and 90 degrees west longitude.
Okay, I think I would use the maps in the middle of the almanac for this question. Okay, first it's North America. Then let's see, 30 degrees north latitude, 90 degrees west longitude. Oh, that's New Orleans.
That's great, David. You got that answer really fast.
So, have you two figured out how an almanac works yet? That's Almanac, A-L-M-A-N-A-C.
Oh, Jeffrey, why don't you just go crawl back under the rock you came from?
You'll be showing me a little more respect after we beat you in the Almania finals tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
Just to show you what a great sport I am, you're both invited to my victory party after the finals. See you two tomorrow.
What a jerk. He thinks he's so cool.
Don't let him get to you. Let's just get back to practicing so that we can celebrate tomorrow. And I don't mean at his party.
Welcome to the finals of the annual Almania competition, where teams compete to see who can find facts fastest in their world almanacs. To the right, representing Mrs. Wong's fourth hour, our defending champion Jeffrey Morrow and his blue team. And to the left, from Mr. Jenkins' second and sixth hours, are the challengers, Captain Emily Fujimori and her red team. Good luck to both teams, and may the fastest set of index fingers win. Red team, you won the toss. Select your category and point value.
Bad things for 100 points.
Okay. Here's the question. Hurricanes and tornadoes are both violent windstorms that can cause property damage, injuries, and a lot of bad things. Both types of storms are classified according to their wind speeds. Which storm has higher wind speeds, a Category 4 hurricane or an F4 tornado? Yes, blue team.
The answer is the F4 tornado.
That is correct. That's 100 points for the blue team, and blue team selects the next question. This is an incredibly close game. After 25 questions, the score is tied up at 3,000 points for each team. Our last tie-breaking bonus question will determine which team is this year's Allmania champion. Are you ready? Now, this is a two-parter, and you must get both parts correct to score. Here's the question. In 1962, this professional basketball player scored more points than any NBA player before or since. What was his name, and what was his game average in 1962?
Use a sports quick reference index.
Blue team.
Wilt Chamberlain with 4,029 points.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not correct, Jeffrey. Can you take it, red team?
Wilt Chamberlain was the highest scoring NBA player in 1962 and scored an average of 50.4 points per game.
That is correct. The question was asking for the average points scored per game, not the total points. Congratulations, red team. You're our winners and new school champions.
Congratulations, you guys played a really good game.
Thanks, Aaron.
Yep. Yeah, I don't like to lose, but you guys won fair and square.
Thanks. Better luck next time.
Yeah, the party's at my house tonight, and you're all invited.
All right, great idea. Let's go.